is this gonna be an I don't know yet. As of right now, I'm just gonna do kind of a I guess you cut the intro for. Yes, I do. I actually, after the stream, I always go back and cut the opening, because if not, then the song creator, so that would be in this case Melanie Martinez, actually gets the money for any replays. So I just go back and cut it. But I like having something fun in the beginning. I don't know. I know when I was on live with just some guy, some people were complaining that it's too long. If that's the case, let me know. Drew, I thought you were live. I thought I saw you go live, or did I got a notification for something. Happy birthday. Thank you. Glad you love the books I sent in time for your birthday. Keel and I just recorded an early review. Okay, so that's what I saw. Make sure you guys check out Drew with Comics Elite. He that channel's awesome. It's one of the best comic channels, I would say, for sure. But they just did a video about King of Spies, so I know what I'll be watching tonight. I love it. But thank you. Actually, I got some books from Drew in the mail, and I ordered a crossover book, right? With Donny Cates. They had them in the office, and it was all that fun stuff. And I open it up, and it's a bunch of Harley Quinn. I'm like, I'm dying. I'm fucking dying. I love these so much. Like, they are. Oh, I was smiling all day. Thank you so much. It was so fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. So, how old am I? Oh boy. I am 35. Oh my god, I'm dying to say that out loud. I am middle-aged. Is that middle-aged? Should I have a crisis? Should I oh my god. It's sad. Kind of like, oh boy. I just want to cry. When I woke up, well, actually today's not my birthday. It was 2 days ago, but I couldn't stream that day. So when I woke up, I just opened my eyes and I'm like, fuck. For a long time, I could at least like gravitate that I was closer to 30 than 30, than 40. And now I'm like right in the middle. I'm like, you never ask a lady your age. That's right. But I don't care. That's like putting, you know what? After like this age, I don't think I would tell anyone. Like, I don't. Thank you guys, everyone, for the birthday wishes. You guys are awesome. You're welcome. Thanks for helping out the channel. Oh, anytime. Your guys' channel is awesome. Like, not even like, there's a lot of times like I form with the new books. I'll like Newburn. So you hated that book and Sean liked it. I knew I was going to like it. In the nicest way possible. I knew I was going to like it. And I think there's a lot of times I'll decide what I'm getting for the week. And usually guys post on Tuesday night. So I'll decide what I'm getting for the week, what comes out besides DC, because I already know, right? And I'll be like, all right, well, I'm gonna pass on this one. I'll just watch a review. Like, Comic Breakdown does a review of this. I'm just gonna go over there. I can pass on it. Age is a secret, right? Just pop the top of a Budweiser. Here's toast to you. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Fenrir, am I saying that right? You're only 19. You're a baby. That's so. I wish I was 19 again. God, like, not that anything's wrong with my age between 19 and now, but like, I just feel old, like super old. So I figure we'll just do a chill stream, like 31 in December 1st. Ooh, your birthday's coming up. I'm 25. So now you reach skeletal maturity and your sacral vertebrae are all fused, right? Oh, it's sad. You legit. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, I'm not. I can't say that I don't like you, but I have shown. Well, probably about, I don't know, year and a half ago, I showed myself up makeup and everything because there was a whole story about women and all this stuff. So I made sure that like, I know what it was like growing up and being a girl in the age of Britney Spears. And there was a story, I don't remember, Billie Eilish or Adele or something. So I'm like, fine, I'll just show myself without makeup. And then I did. And I was like, all right, well, nobody cared. So wasn't that big of a deal. I'm all nervous and shit. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't care. Still at school, never. So I figure we'll just do. I have some topics I wanted to talk about that I haven't got a chance like in videos to talk about. And there was some stuff like Perch did a really good video. You know what? That's between Comics Elite and Comics by Perch. Like you don't need my channel. They cover everything. But he did a really interesting topic earlier that I never think of. I'm always trying to come up with original ideas for videos. And I'm like, let's do the origin. And then Comics by Perch has like 10 better videos. I'm like, fuck. So he did a video about has a comic ever made you cry? And I thought your thoughts on the fake leaks of No Way Home. So wasn't that like deep fakes or something like that? Like I don't know how it works, but I seen it was like something with Tobey Maguire's face put on something. It I think I heard about it, but I thought you were 33 instead of 35. I said I was 33 last year and I forgot my age that day. Have you ever? Oh God, that's showing my age. But yeah, no, I was 34 at that point. But um, yeah, I'm old. I'm old. I seen someone said something to Eric Brain. Oh, I didn't see you were here. Hello, Eric. I need to get your email at some point. I'd love to do like a retrospective video with you. I love watching your videos with other people. I think that would be really fun. Superman Red and Blue #5. I cried my eyes out. Okay, so yeah, here we go. Has a comic ever made you cry? And I'm like, you know, if it's a day and ends and why, probably. Like I'm a girl. I don't believe Andrew Garfield is deep fake, but the fake action figures. Oh, okay. I thought there was pictures. That's go figure. Eric, if you get a chance, email me or put yours. Put yours. I don't know if you want to put your email in the chat or my email is in my about me section. It's just NewsStand. But yeah, that would be awesome. Like we could do something super fun, like V for Vendetta or something different. Because I really want to review that at some point. So, as far as a comic making you cry, thinking about it, there's been multiple times, right? Like, oh my goodness, 35, still a wee parent, will be 13 years older than you on December 20th. Oh, well, thank you so much for the super chat. Hey, I feel old though, right? Like I just feel that way. But thank you so much, Bill. Bill Galactica. That's kind of an awesome name, right? I love it. So thank you so much for the super chat. Has it ever ooh, good one, Raymond. Comic ever made you cry? And I'm sitting here thinking, Flash Annual when Roy died. Oh, right in the freaking heartstrings. Love it. And I was thinking, the one that actually made me cry and think about for a very long time would be something that people would just brush off. And because it's got Tom King's name attached to it. So I was thinking about Mr. Miracle. And that one really got me for a lot of reasons. And pretty much, I mean, basics was like, okay, what is he choosing? Like, this meant that Barda was worth so much to him, and Jacob and the, future baby girl that they were having was worth so much to him. He would rather live in a fake reality than in real life. And that one got me. It was like the choice. I'll put the email in my comments of your next video. Awesome. Thank you so much, Eric. That one got me because it's like, that is showing how much that Barda meant to him. And that whole book was awesome. I know, I know, I get it. A lot of people don't like Tom King, but that whole book made me think a lot. Like, there's a lot of weird psychology put into that. Like, the idea that you're trying to, you can escape anything, but can you escape death? And it was fucking amazing to me. Probably, and I say this all the time, it's one of my top 3 books ever. But yes, like at the end of that, I teared up, but it wasn't like significant, right? It was just a tear here, there, not significant for me at least. But like thinking about it, it wasn't almost where like the idea of a comic making me cry is nothing. But the idea that it made me cry and then think about vision for a very long time is what was so moving about that comic. When Denny O'Neil passed away and saw his comic showing all the characters playing the oh god, you know what? Was that in the Green Arrow annual? I actually cried. I did a video on that, and it was such a simplistic. His son wrote it. I thought it was a birthday stream. It's just more about comics. Well, that's kind of what my channel is about, right? Like I can't just talk and say, "Hey, I was born in this year," and da da. Anyways, okay, so you were talking about that Incubus. So I read it, and I cried. I reviewed it, and I cried, and had to pause, and then I was like, "I can get through this. I can get through this," and then I finished my video. I lost my last M&Ms. I cried. Oh, those poor M&Ms though. But that one, you're right. I actually forgot about Incubus. That's a better one. That one was like so simplistic, and it was from his son, and it meant so much. That's a perfect one to say. Yes. Oh my God. What's your favorite Kirby books? Anything from the Fourth World. Anything. Mr. Miracle specifically. I love Mr. Miracle. But even Forever People and stuff like with Life Story with pictures and goals, yeah. Sorry. But yes, it's that story. Oh, I forgot about that one. Any MCU movies or DCEU movies that made you cry? Okay, so probably all of them. WandaVision, I definitely cried, Nelson. And then I'm trying to think. Black Widow, I cried in the first 5 fucking minutes. First 5 minutes. You remember how like that opening? I think I shared it a long time ago. That opening was so powerful. The way they that opening was better than the like just watching that was better than the rest of the movie. Even though I did like the movie. Jen, thank you. Jen McMahon. Happy birthday. And I hope you're having a magical day. Virtual birthday hugs. I love it. Thank you so much, Jen. I really, really appreciate it. I love it. Thank you. But stop with the crying. She always cries, right? That's very true. So you were live and popped in. I had to head out and say happy birthday. Thank you so much, Brad. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I do. But I think that first 5 minutes of Black Widow of Black Widow made me cry because they took it to like something you wouldn't think the MCU would take it to, right? It was child trafficking and what they're doing to these children, and that's my kryptonite, right? Like, and you fuck with the kid, I'm gonna fucking go off, and that was just so powerful. And then the way they used, Nirvana to me, hot take, was super overrated. Like, there's a bunch of bands I think that about, like Pink Floyd, and super overrated, right? But that version of that, what was it? Smells Like Teen Spirit, I think. Oh, went so well with it. I couldn't hold back. It was so good. As far as DCU, I cried at the what's it called? The the No Man's Land scene. And it wasn't because it was sad or anything in Wonder Woman, but it was because that power it has behind it. And it was beautiful and strong and amazing, like everything you wanted wrapped into one. And I really like that. But as far as comics making me cry, like I think Incubus had the best example. That story was so powerful. Absolutely. Robert, a book I never expected to cry at was Dan Slott's Silver Surfer. It was done like Doctor Who's companion and all. By the end, she died after 29 issues. I'll admit it right now. I've never read it. Is it worth checking out? I've never been a huge Silver Surfer fan. But I've heard really good things. I stick to DC way too much, but that's an awesome example. David, thank you so much. A slice of pink birthday cake with purple icing and a candle. Perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Sapphire. Black Widow was okay, middle of the road. I watched Tomorrow War the next day, same level. That's what I heard. I heard Tomorrow War is kind of meh. Um, but I like Chris Pratt. I think he does a good job. Yes, it's worth checking out. One of his very rare modern good books. Oh, okay, I'll have to check it out. David, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh wait, there we go. Happy birthday, En. I know it's like the boy version is An, so I always make sure. Thank you so much. I'm just teasing you, by the way. Amazing Spider-Man 248. The kid who collected Spider-Man came damn close, and happy birthday. Thank you. Damn close? So you only ever came damn close? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of really good, powerful stories, but there has to be the contemplation behind it for me to really resonate with me, right? Like, a lot of times movies and stuff, because I don't watch them as much, seem a little bit more powerful. But as far as comics goes, you've got to have that you've got to be able to make me think and wonder hours after reading it. And I think that's when it said you started at 6. You changed the time. No, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, normally I wouldn't do this stream, but I just figured that we could do a chill stream. But happy 23rd birthday. Hell yeah. No, tomorrow's at 6. I've got Liana K coming on. She launched a new Kickstarter for a game. And she is going to talk about that. It's called Boss Fight, Song of Sparkle Muffin. And then she's also got her creative director coming on with her, and then Bianca's going to join us. So it is my fault. It's absolutely your fault, Leo. But yeah, I think it's a good topic. Like, I need to be able to come up with original ideas like that, because that's really good. Panel stream and crowdfunding. See, I don't mind some crowdfunding. I'm very, very particular. Happy 21st. Yes, I can finally drink. Totally. Yeah, totally. But crowdfunding I'm very particular with, at least for myself. Like, there's not a lot of people out back anymore. Like, if you're projecting that you're this, you want to be more professional than the professionals, but yet you're being super terrible, I won't back you. But people like Jimmy Palmiotti, I just had him on the other day. He was the sweetest man ever. Like, he was so nice. I cried with Jonathan. Ooh, good example. I cried with Jonathan Hickman's Fantastic Four when Hawk and Thor knew the only right way for two people who the Thing could fight to get his sadness out was after passing of Johnny. Good example. But as far as crowdfunding, like, it's hard. Like, Sean Gordon Murphy, that's another one I have no problem backing. Plot holes. I was supposed to review that and I never got to it. It's a PDF format, so it's a little bit harder. But as far as another one is I can't think of his first name. He does Carmen America. I know you guys will know more than me. Fantastic. I reviewed his My Hero Macadamia. Like, he's so funny. He's such a good guy. Like, he stays out of shit. He's nice. His work is quality. He's another one I absolutely will back. I can't remember his name. Tim Lim. Thank you, Leo. I forgot. Yeah. Who does he? Mark Pellegrini. He works with a lot. Those two. Yep, absolutely will. Aaron Lepresky. Like, I'm Tim Lim and Mark Pellegrini. Yep. And Aaron Lepresky came on here. Amazing guy. Had an amazing career. Now he's striking out on his own. Another one I will. I just think I'm very particular about who I support, and I think that's kind of how I'm starting to be with all comics. Another was when Peggy Carter finally let go of Steve Rogers and threw his blood sample into the East River. She cries and says, "Goodbye, my darling. It's really sad." I don't know that, but yeah, that sounds like something I would have a hard time not crying at. Oh my gosh. Um it There's a lot of the really good examples from you guys. I don't know, I thought it was a really good subject. It's hard to pinpoint for me because I cry so often. Oh, that's so pathetic. Because I do cry so often. Thank you, Weiss Bam. But yeah, I'm gonna guess you're gonna back one of the adoptable pets tier. Oh yeah, and it's going to be Bane or Hush. Don't tell Hush, but it's probably going, or don't tell Bane, but it's probably gonna be Hush. For the first drink, thank you, Reese, very much. Crying over a vial of blood? No, that's not the idea. Thank you very much, Reese. Very, very much. What he's saying is he's crying because she finally let him go, right? She finally let that man that was, her betrothed, her the person she's destined to be with, in love with, and that was it. That was it for her, right? So I get what you mean, but it's not just about the vial of blood. So let's see what's going on in the news. I have some. Let me see. I like. Oh, that's my email. That's not gonna work. So let's talk about the Image Comics Union, right? Because if not, I'll have to edit a whole video and then that won't be fun. Select link. Why isn't it letting me open it? Copy. There we go. There was a lot that actually came out in the last 24 hours as far as this union. And it's funny because when I said, hi, thank you, Shelby. Drew, Man of Steel 20. The Kents burying childhood items of Clark in a field where they found him after he died. Oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about, and I can't even think about it. Oh my God, it's so freaking good. Now I want to go back and read that old stuff. We're actually going to talk about Superman by the end of this, about his death. But yes, that was fantastic. That's a great example. Thank you, Drew. What? Did Wes ban me from his stream? No, actually, no, God, I don't think so. Generally I watch most of Wes's content, right? But I don't comment. Like, shame me once, or what's it called? Something once, shame on me, something twice, shame on you. And after he tried to shame me twice, I was like, I'm not commenting, but I enjoy his take, so I'll listen, right? So today was the first time I actually said something in the chat, because everybody has the same opinion on there generally. And I like Wes, no disrespect whatsoever. I like Wes. But not everybody has the same exact opinion. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. That's what it was. And he did it twice. So I was like, I'll just watch his content. I don't have to comment. It's not, you know what I mean? But why don't I go in anymore? Because how do I say this nicely? Okay. Fuck it. Because he wants an echo chamber. He wants everybody has the same exact opinions. And I don't have the same exact opinions. And I'm not saying he does it by design. Pause. Holy crap, I haven't seen you in forever. Thank you very much. But I like Wes a lot. I like his content. I think he does a great job. But I don't know that he does it by design. I just think, generally we hang out with like-minded individuals. So he becomes friends with like-minded individuals. So that's kind of what it's become. And anyone with a dissenting opinion, I don't want to be mean because I like him, but I definitely think he definitely advocates for an echo chamber, and that's okay. Dissenting opinions are not welcome, so I keep them to myself. And Paz gets arrested for home invasion. I know, it's so nice to see you. You want to be wait. You want one of the best stories about letting go coming from the most unlikely of places. Red vs. Blue season 10. It's a tearjerker. Oh wow. I think the ones where you can go on are better because you're a dissenting opinion. Well, thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. I really do. And I thought about trying to start like having people on to talk about comics each week on it. Like obviously I wouldn't do the same time or anything. And then I'm like, no, I don't want him to think that I don't like him or something. I don't want him to think that I'm doing it to be vengeful, and I'm not. I thought you got kitty napped. That's right. Um, so I just go with the flow. But yeah, usually I usually listen, but I don't necessarily comment because I don't like getting dogpiled. I just don't. Everyone's welcome. You mean here? Well, I know everyone's welcome there too. I don't mean it like I'm gonna get dogpiled. Um I just don't. I just get dogpiled generally. It's just about the status. No, no, no. It was just interesting to me. I thought it was a good topic from Perch. I never had really thought about it. So yes, here, absolutely, absolutely. Um, yeah, I have no issue with the different opinions. I like, in the nice way possible. Like, ask Incubus or Leo. You were getting dogpiled with. Oh yeah, today I was, but generally it's like, oh my god, like he'll pin my comments if they're different, and I'm like, I'm not doing this game anymore. Um, like Incubus and me disagree a lot, but he's still like the best people. So let's take a look at. I like Chris Nolan as a director over Zack Snyder. Oh my god, yeah. Oh my god, yeah. Like, is there even a question here? Because Zack Snyder as a director in the DCU is hot garbage. Let's see. Is it going to bring it up? What the fuck is going on? There we go. Looks like she got the pin of shame. I know, and it shouldn't be that way if you're it, like I pinned the best comments. Oh my god. I'm so sorry. My computer's being so slow and I don't know why. Chuck Skills. What a cool name. Okay, here we go. Happy birthday, Nerdette. I love your channel, especially your interviews. Have a great birthday. Thank you so much. I'm trying to get some more Ask the Experts set up. They're a little bit harder to come by, but thank you. I appreciate it. The last one with thank you for the super chat also. Really appreciate it. But my last one with Jimmy Palmiotti, or no, I'm sorry, Jeremy Adams. Like, the funny thing about that is like, so he was infectious. Like, his passion was clear. You could tell how much just he loved these characters. And it was so like talking to him, I really wanted to go out and buy more like extra copies of his comic just to support him. Thank you so much, Yokai. But he's fantastic. Like, he was so nice and he was so like down to, and it was really sweet to see that big of a fan get, wanting more and wanting to do only the best. I'm losing audio sometimes. I'll be more careful. Okay. I see that Snyder Blueprint. Wait, what? Snyder was the Blueprint was trending? What? Blueprint for what? Health? What's it the blueprint for? Oh god. Oh god. Not DC. Audio is cutting out a bit. Okay, let me see what I'm doing here. Let me check. My USB is good. Let me check my audio settings. That's really weird. Audio. Computers being super always is. Input. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry. go. Let me click out everything and see if that helps. I freaking hate computers. All right. There we go. Okay, it's weird. Your audio is skipping. Is it still doing it? Let me hopefully that fixed it. I don't know if it actually did or not, but blasphemy. Okay. I don't know. Oh, now it's gonna mess with me. And then you're back. And then it's gone. Son of a bitch. I don't have any idea why. It's better now. Okay, let's just try to keep it working. Let me see one more time if I can share my screen. If not, we'll just talk about the topics. Happy birthday. Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate it. How can anyone hate computers? Oh my god. How can you not? I think it's me sharing my screen that's messing this up. Are you kidding me? Like any other time, like I record a video, it's fine. But now when I want to fucking share the screen so we can look at this article, it wants to be a son of a bitch. I only love the Man of Steel. I hate the Man of Steel. Thank you, Omega. I appreciate it. If I can ever get this damn computer working. There we go. Is my audio still okay? Will someone let me know? Okay. So, image. Obviously, we knew that this is going to happen. Like, don't get me wrong. I am not anti-union. Not even. Come on. Mute and use sign language. I don't know sign language. Yeah, when you do it, then the skipping starts. All right. Okay. We're just going to talk about it because computers suck again. It should catch up here in a second. All right. We'll just do much data being used. That's weird though because like, yep, skipping again. Okay. I'm sorry. I wanted to be able to bring it up, but apparently this computer is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't have anything extra running, so I don't know. We'll just talk about it. So this whole thing, right, with union. Maybe take chat off. Yeah, we can try that one time, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll talk. Oh my goodness. All right, let me know if I start skipping. Spinner, holy moly. Hold on, once my computer catches up. It's refreshing to see the stream issues don't come back. It's Spinner, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you. Oh, I'm trying to show it, Spinner. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. It's the streaming, the bandwidth. It's gotta be. But why won't this show my... I'm so sorry, you guys. My whole thing is frozen. I don't know if you can hear me. Could it be your mic? I mean, it could be my cord's not great, but like, I need a new one. I'm All right, let me. Is that working? I'm not muted. I went out and came back in. No, I'm not muted. Working. Sounds good. Yes. All I did was go out of the program and go back in. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why it was doing that. Like, I didn't change anything. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Okay. All right. So this image, I'm going to bring it up on my phone. This image thing, right? We talked about it the other day. Image, the workers at Image. So not necessarily the people that do the comics. It's just like the office staff, right? They wanted to form a union. I'm not anti-union at all. I actually am pro-union. I think a lot of times it helps. So basically they wanted to form a union. I think there's 12. I think there's 12 people. For one, that's a very small number. Two, it's because when you keep your browser open, like starts to build up memory and eats away at it, so you need to exit. All I did was go out and came back in. I don't know, but thank you. It worked. So basically, they wanted to form this union, right? Well, 12 people is a very small amount for, a union per se. And the things that they had on there were very basic, right? They want to have a monthly meeting. That's fine. That's not a big deal. There was 9 originally. I know there may be, it's 12 now. But Image has over 270 employees. But are all of those full-time staffers? Now you're yelling, oh, I'm sorry. It just, what they were asking for me was basic, right? They want a monthly meeting. They want simple things like progress reports and all that. But then it got to a point where it was like, they want to be able to veto. I don't think I can. I wanted to make sure Spinner knew. I didn't mean to. I can't go back up because I went out and came back in. Thank you, Spinner. I'm sorry that all happened at that time, but I wanted to make sure you knew. I said thank you. I really do appreciate it. But they wanted to be able to veto any book that they deemed the creators were sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, ableist, anything, and most people veto. Most people were like, look, this is weird, right? This is weird because you shouldn't have that power. That's actually what unions, okay, I just wanted to make sure, Spinner, good. Those are usually what unions protect people from, right? And everything felt off with it. Well, Image decided they're not going to recognize it. Robert, thank you. It'll cause the company to take a bigger and bigger cuts from the talent, which will drive them away. They just want money by doing very little. See, I don't necessarily think that. I think that they deserve a livable wage. And I understand what you mean, but everyone deserves a livable wage. That I have no disagreement with. What I have the disagreement with is that they are literally like, okay, well, if somebody has a problematic tweet 4 years ago, then they can't be here. Excuse me, what? That's really dumb. And not only that is it dumb, it's cause for concern. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Nelson. Have a good rest of your weekend. Don't forget it is fall back tonight. But it was like, okay, we want to be able to do this, right? So you can go through people's tweets and find anything. Okay, I definitely will, Nelson. But thank you, Jen, so much. Have a great weekend. I really appreciate it. you want to be able to veto everything that anyone you deem problematic. So with that, it could be like, hey, we don't like, say, John Smith. We hear he's coming to Image. Go accuse him of something, and that's it. He's done. Like, that's not okay. That's not okay to weaponize. That's my problem with it. Is it's able to easily be adapted and then weaponized. And it's going to cause, like, look at what, I know Kickstarter had some issues with this recently. I don't know as much because I didn't cover it, but they had very similar issues when it came to Kickstarter, and then all those people were fired. So you've got 12 people, apparently out of 270. I don't know exactly if that's correct, but they don't need to accuse John Smith of anything. The CNA can just say no, and that's it. I understand that, but they can use that. They can weaponize that. They can use that to their advantage, and that's a problem. So Image said no. What this is going to cause so much issue. Not even, it's more like Inquisition. Witch trials had the same standards, right? Exactly. It's like, what can we find that you did wrong in 1972 or never 1970 or 2000? And I don't care if it's 2017. You shouldn't have that power. If you feel uncomfortable in your workplace, and there are reasons to feel uncomfortable, if somebody is accused of something, my biggest issue with cancel culture, Image decided to stay cool and not go under. Yeah. My biggest issue with cancel culture is the fact that there is no road to any sort of redemption, right? So if you're canceled, you're canceled. That's it. You're done. And look how well their road to redemption has went with Warren Ellis. Where's it went? You haven't heard anything, right? That's because Warren Ellis isn't getting his book put out. And I almost feel worse for Ben Templesmith in that situation, but there is no road to redemption. Even if Warren Ellis was a super creep, but he doesn't deserve to be canceled because a lot of women played into that. And I'm not blaming the women, and I'm not blaming anyone else. But what I'm saying is that a lot of women played into that and loved it, actually. The ones that spoke out against it, like Heidi McDonald, has stuff on there celebrating Warren Ellis and the Warren Ellis forums, the WEF. Yeah, I don't understand. I don't understand why they thought that this was a good idea. And then they did add some stuff that I know some people had an issue with, like they were talking about basically like we want more diversity and this kind of stuff. Well, then if that's the case and you really want that, most of these people were like straight white people. So give up your job. Like, I understand going for diversity is a great idea. There's nothing wrong with a little diversity. It gives different opinions. You don't live in an echo chamber. But I want to know that you're doing it for real reasons and not just for reasons of making yourself look better. Off topic, how many copies of Son of Kal-El #5? I don't know. Funny thing is I am doing the I hope I'm allowed to say this. I'm doing the video editing for Drew's comic when we did a little live stream a couple weeks ago. And basically I'm doing that, and I'm doing the voiceover for it. I'm doing the editing. I'm going to be like, I said, you can just pay me in comics. I'm going to be like, I want, Son of Kal-El. I want just pay me in Son of Kal-El 5. I need to put that up and get it graded. Diversity shouldn't come. First reason should be talent. Right, I understand that. Nobody should be hired just because they're diverse. They should be hired because they are perfect for that role. And then you can talk about diversity. But merit really comes first. And the fact that they're doing this, like, it just shows that where they're seeing where their real intentions lie. And their real intentions lie on a little bit of gatekeeping. Let's be real. Like, we know what it is. It's that control factor, that power, right? Did you see Come and Learn with Pibby? Amazing on a dot swim. Oh yeah. Yeah, I did. But so this brought to I was trying to look on the computer, but I'm not going to because I'm not messing this up. This brings us to Image saying no, right? They said no. They're smart. From my understanding, let me look through this article here. Instead, Image opted to bring the National Labor Relations Board on as a third party. In a statement, Image explained that it would hold a secret ballot vote overseen by the National Labor Relations Board to determine whether the Communications Workers of America should represent them. So they're bringing it to a vote because now they're mad that it wasn't voluntarily recognized. Like, I get that you want it recognized, fine, but you have to. What I'm thinking here is a lot of times with these negotiations, they go back and forth, right? We want A, B, and C, and then they flip it over and they go, okay, well, we'll take A, B, and then C, we got to compromise on. Thank you, Darth Halster. But then they'll flip it back and they'll usually accept it. So I don't know how this is going to go, but now they've come out and they've got so many, I don't know, I'm trying to find the article right now. They've got a bunch of people, like a bunch of people that it was funny because I was looking through the names and James Tinian definitely wasn't on there. But there is, Bleeding Cool's website works for shit. It is terrible. So they've got a bunch of people basically coming in and fuck you, Bleeding Cool, let's go. Not wanting it. It's like, I thought it was like 8. Okay, here it is. They've got at 5 p.m. Image failed to formally acknowledge. And they have, oh my God, it doesn't say how many, but there's hundreds of people that signed it. You know what's funny about it? Those people, half of them I don't even recognize, and I read comics weekly. I buy comics like I don't just read, DC. I read Image, a lot of Image titles. Who the fuck are half of these people? Like, I recognize Chip Zdarsky. And it's funny because he had a interview on the Man-Child, best name ever. Happy birthday, hope you have a great day. Got a jet. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. He was on the Word Balloon, right? And he like put him on the spot and asked him. He's like, I don't know. I support whatever, and then he signs it. It's pretty funny. I like Chip Zdarsky though. But I'm literally looking through these names right here, and I don't recognize a lot of them. Like, hey, someone's name's Tristan. Spelled wrong. Ha! Idiot. Just kidding. I don't even know who it is. There's not very many. It seems like troublemakers may have already listed people to sanction. Like, and it's funny because when I did a video about it, I was like, my whole video, I'm like, don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying I'm anti-union. I'm saying this feels like a move for control. And then I got people in the comments like, oh, you're comics gay because you don't. What the fuck? No. Are you stupid? Like, what does that have to do with anything? What the actual fuck? My name is on here. Hold on. We got to try to share this. Be patient with me because my name is on here. And I want to show you. What the fuck? I am so confused. Let me bring up the article. I really want to show you this now. So, are all of these people legit? Because I didn't sign this and my name's on here. Did you go off me making a video? I'm hoping I'm not cutting in and out. Wait, what do you mean your name's on there? Wait, yeah, my name's on here for real. Hold on, I'm going to show you. So I don't believe that these are real. I just don't now. Be patient. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Did you share it? I did not. All right, let me see. I'm hoping I don't break up. Nobody likes me in the industry. Why would they put my name on here? I'm right by Jamal Eigel. Let me see. Is it showing? Okay, we're good now. Can you guys hear me? Someone must be trolling you. Yeah, something. Or they're putting people's name on here that didn't really sign it. Right here. I like how they put me right by Women Write About Comics, Crush Comics, 100% Comics. Yeah, I don't believe this anymore. It says the page isn't responding. Hopefully you can see it. We can't see it. Can you guys see it now? It's written Nerdette's Newsstand. What? Thank you, Terrence. I don't believe this anymore. I'm sorry, I don't. I don't believe all these new... What am I looking at? This is the list. Okay, this is the list of names of everybody that's supporting the union. It's from my understanding, it was supposed to be just comic book professionals. And as I'm looking, Sean Murphy's on it, and I highly doubt he signed it. As I'm looking at it, just to talk to you guys about it, I was just trying to go through this to see if I recognize the names, right? Because I seen Ship. I like, what the fuck? I didn't put my name on here. I can tell you guys that right now. That fucking kind of pisses me off. I'm supporting in what way? Yeah, that's what I'm, because you can see I'm clearly around a bunch of other, like, either channels or blogs, or like it's got books and boards, comics and gaming, comic book counseling. What the fuck? Women Write About Comics. Okay. It looks like I might be getting choppy. No, sound is choppy again. Okay. All right, let's go back to this. But what the fuck? Let me know if this is better. I don't understand why my name... Okay, so I made a video about this. Oh my god. Damn, that's some computer... No, it's not some... It's complete and utter bullshit. I never signed anything. I made a video, and clearly I was not sure. Thank you, Leo. I wasn't sure. I made a video, and clearly in my video, I did not know how I completely felt about it. I was reporting the news, and I was saying, look, they want to form a union. I am not anti-union, but I think this last little bit here is for control. That does not give you permission to put my name on something that is sent to Image Comics. That does not give you permission to pretend like I fucking signed something that was sent to Image Comics. I understand you might think that I'm on your side about things, and sometimes I am, but I am very critical of the comic book industry because I want the best for it. That's it. I'm only critical because I don't want it going anywhere. Supporting the union is fine, but you added to a list is These are, and if you look at the article, which I'm not going to bring up again, because thank you so much, Supporting Gaming, because I'm not going to bring it back up again, because it's going to make me choppy. What the actual fuck? It literally says these people signed. Let me make sure before I get too mad. The Comic Book Workers United also lists the following names of their cause. Seriously? Okay, I get you guys. I get it could be so you're having a neutral stance on sound means you support it, and that's I think it's safe to assume screen sharing messes up your sound. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know why it's doing that. I think it could be someone doing it as a troll. Could it be either the SJW thinking you're on their side or anti-SJW trying to stick it to you? Hello, Christopher. I don't know. Or it could be them not having enough names to look good. So they went around and anybody covering the story, you know what, out of curiosity, real quick, let me see if Perch is on here. Because I know he made videos about it too. It would be under Comics by Perch. Not there. I'll check under P. Okay, these are clearly not in alphabetical order. What the fuck? No, it doesn't. Sean Murphy's on here. That's another one I wouldn't expect. No. I don't see any other one I would recommend. Wow. I didn't mean to go off, but thank you, Christopher. You should bring this to others people's attention. If they faked your signature, they faked others people's too. They did. And that's true. That's why I don't believe I don't believe a fucking thing that's on there now. That actually legitimately pisses me off. Because I clearly said I didn't know where, like, I clearly was critical of this. You don't put my name to something because you think I'm on your side. Or, wait, so you just spot your name live. Yeah, I was, because I was trying to look on my phone instead of looking at it on the computer so I didn't mess up my fucking sound. Sorry, I'll watch my mouth. It just makes me mad. We must archive that page. I don't know how to archive things. If anyone knows, archive it and send it to my email. Like, clearly there are names on there. If my name's faked, then other people's name could be fake too. And that legitimately annoys me. This turned out to be the most unpleasant surprise. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get mad, but like it's already archived. Awesome, Omega, thank you. Why me though? Why not somebody like Comics by Perch? Is it because I'm not on social media and can't defend myself? Who are we talking about? So, Christopher, basically, Image said no to the union. Isn't that liable? I would think so. Like, they had a thing going around where you had to physically sign it, right? Not physically, but digitally. I didn't sign it. I didn't know enough about the situation. Except I think they'd put Perch on there too when he's not on it. And that's what I'm saying, like, not the birthday surprise you were expecting. Like, I don't know how to take this. Like, are they doing it as a troll? Is somebody doing it to be a dick? Or did my video saying I'm clearly critical of this make them think they could put my name on it and send it to Image Comics? I don't know. That's pretty fucking shady. That's really shady, honestly. Like, that's not what... That is not... So they sent it for you to sign. No, they had a thing out when I was, like... For the video I made about it, they had on their website, there's like a thing you can click. But I didn't even click it because I was like, I'm just trying to learn about what you guys want, what your demands are, so I can talk about it in a video. But so I didn't even click it because I wasn't going to sign it anyway. They just looked around on YouTube. That seems like it's probably the case. And It'll brighten your evening. Awesome, Christopher. Not only are you on the list, you're tagged in the article too. Jesus fucking criminy. Great. Awesome. Thanks, Bleeding Cool. Best journalist. Actually, you know what? No, I take that back. They're not, it's not their fault. It is the comic, I don't know, what comic book CW something. It is whatever their comic book workers union. It's their fault because they would have been sent this information. Wow, that takes a lot of balls, dude. Like, well, okay. A lot of balls. I'm trying to look and see if I click on my name, if anything pops up. Nope, just that one. So now if you search me on Bleeding Cool, it comes off of that. Thank you, AL. Have a good weekend. Wow. Didn't expect that. I'm sorry. Like, did not have any clue that they would go that low. Okay, to talk about something more positive, I thought it was cute. I thought it was, I hope they go forward with it. That's what they're doing to you. At least you have people's attention though. You know what? I really, like, I have a stream tomorrow at 6, but I really think I'm going to make a video about this tomorrow. I really think I finally made it on, I made it on Bleeding Cool. I'm a tag. I feel special. I feel very special. No, not at all. Yeah, I think I think I need to bring some people's attention to this. That's a pretty big deal. You're faking names, which just leads me, like I said earlier, to think that I'm not the only name faked on there. That's fucked up. That's some fucked up shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get pissed there. I feel bad, but like, yeah. All right. So let's talk about I have an announcement. Dinner is coming and it's freaking delicious. That my stomach is. At least with the video they'll know what to know. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not like I'm not going to go around blasting anyone, but it feels a little fucking fucked up that they would do that. Okay, I'm done with the F word, I swear. So let's talk about Eternals. And I clearly can't show anything. So, box office. I'm shocked. Like, now you know how Trump felt when CNN isn't CNN just like, I don't know, like reality news at this point? Is that, what's your favorite color? Pink. Pink. Always pink. Isn't CNN like, I don't know, more like reality TV at this point? Yeah, my cats are fine and totally allowed to be angry and stuff. I didn't expect that. So Eternals is doing pretty decent in the box office. The thing is with Eternals is the scores for the audience as far as Rotten Tomatoes goes. No idea how this movie is doing. Well, the scores for the audience is pretty good. It's like an 84, 86%. It's kind of hovering around that area, right? And CNN is leftist, and CNN is like the anti-SJWs of news. Like, you can't believe them all the time, but sometimes, I don't even know, sometimes they're correct. I haven't watched CNN in like 10 plus years, but it may be even longer. The box office is doing good. The scores are doing good. But the problem with this is, you guys see that they because they have a gay couple in it, no different from the Right Agenda Fox. That's exactly right. Did you guys see that they banned the movie in the Middle East? Like, completely banned it because it has a gay couple in it. Like, because still in that area, a lot of times it's still illegal to be gay and you're prosecuted and you know, probably worse than that. But so they banned the movie, like day of opening, they banned the movie. And when that happened, I'm like, this movie's done, right? This movie's not going to do well. And it's going to, lose money. It's because I think it's still gonna. I do. But some have said that there are very few Marvel movies that made it to those areas anyway. That could be. You're right. I don't know. Isn't it banned for the sex scene too? Maybe. Maybe you're right on that. I guess maybe I just assumed it was the couple in it. But so I'm not gonna give any spoilers. It was not the day of opening. Movie banned long before that. So then why okay, maybe you're right. Even so it was banned. The whole point is it's banned. Obviously it's banned from China because of Chloe Zhao. She said like something so problematic. I don't even know. And then now we're looking at it's making on par with like Black Widow, actually higher than Shang-Chi. It's already banned because the director. That's what I thought of, Mega. Yes, no spoilers. I won't, I promise. No spoilers in the chat. The movie just came out. I don't want to ruin anyone's day. But I do think that the scores that we're seeing from the actual, people going out and seeing it are really good, which is really weird to me. Not weird that it's good because it's Marvel. It's probably going to be an okay movie. This movie is different, right? But from everything I'm hearing, and again, I don't know, there's not a lot of reviews out of people I trust, but I'm hearing either A, it is boring, and B, it is very different than the formulaic stuff we get from Marvel. I get that people like the formulaic too, but I had no interest in this movie, and I'm not going to see it. But at least it piqued my interest at this point, seeing it when it's streaming, because a lot of people are saying, there's a lot of like good end credit stuff. It sets up a lot of stuff. I got spoiled. Me, I didn't care for it. Yeah. Boring is the most common complaint, right? Like, it's doing well. It's doing okay. Well is being too nice. It's doing better than expected. There we go. We need something different. And I think that's exactly right, Vito. We need something different. So that it looks so boring to me. I'm bored at work. Sorry, Bianca. I'll save you tomorrow. We needed something different. But is this going to work? And why? What's weird to me is a lot of times when something is marketed as diverse and representation, it does really well with critics. So why is it doing better with fan scores than it's doing better with the critics? Like, critics usually shill quite a bit. I watched it. I like it. I'd say it's mid-tier Marvel. Okay, well, that makes sense. Is it worth, you know what? That's a loaded question. I was gonna say, is it worth going to see? But that's kind of a loaded question. They pissed all over it like they did with Inhumans and Agents of the Shield. I liked like the first 2 seasons maybe of Agents of the Shield. I never watched Inhumans because Medusa's hair looked fucking ridiculous. So I was just like, meh, I'm gonna skip it. But Eternal goes a bit heavy with the cosmic stuff. That could be why. You know what? And I am let's break Bianca out of work. Yes. Let's go. Teamwork. We can do this. I am, as a consumer of comics or superhero properties, I'm more of a person that likes grounded characters. So I definitely think that this necessarily isn't something that I would love. I'm not even I'm a huge DC fan. Green Lanterns are my least favorite. I'm not a huge fan of the cosmic characters. I like something that's a little more grounded in reality. Maybe not necessarily reality, because if reality was that a grown-ass man was walking around with a bat suit, we'd have a little bit of a problem. But I mean, just grounded characters. Maybe that's why it's not working. That's a good point. There aren't too many reviews from viewers, so it's a bit too early to say the audience likes it. I mean, it's let me look. Let me look before I even say anything. Yeah, because it's only Saturday. Well, that's Saturday. I guess got to give it a few more days. Eternal's Rotten Tomato. I'm talking to my phone. There is a lot, actually. There is 2,500 plus verified ratings, and it's sitting at an 84. So that's sitting at about where Wonder Woman 1 was? I don't know. I didn't expect it. I expected the audience to hated it. So you like Daredevil. Exactly. In the Dark Knight trilogy. I like the grounded characters. I like those characters that aren't like so out there. Like Nova Corps. That kind of stuff. Green Lanterns. Just it's not that I don't like them. It's just not my favorite type of properties. Good to see you. Thank you so much to Helium. And they don't have human problems. Yeah. I'm curious to see though, like, aren't the deviants the bad guys? And the woke hates it. That's a weird part. Like, okay, so the whole marketing from this. Happy belated birthday. Thank you so much, Jedi Knight, with the best name ever. The whole thing with this is like it was marketed on. I understand if you want to talk about diversity and you want to talk about representation, you go for it. But also, tell me why I should like this story. And nobody ever told me. And it wasn't necessarily Marvel's fault, I would say. But a lot of it felt like the media had nothing to say about this movie besides representation. And I get it. That's great. What the fuck is this movie about? Tell me what this movie's about. I know they're deviants or something. A lot of 10 different people. Dane Whitman's in it. I know that. Like, it felt like nobody cared. This movie was based off of nothing. And again, I don't necessarily think that is really I don't know. I don't blame Marvel as much as I do the mainstream media. Like, they hated this movie and they're like, we're going to fucking sink it and we're going to just say it's all about representation. Like, I don't understand it. Oh, you're sick from the flu. I'm sorry. Oh no. Just be careful of spoilers because you will get them. I was so mad because, like, what drives me crazy is when people put spoilers in their thumbnails. And they do it all the time. Like, all the time. I was watching, I wasn't watching it, but before I watched the last episode of Stargirl, spoilers, headphones, or earmuffs. Spoiler, last episode of Stargirl, earmuffs. I seen Mr. Bones. And I was like, it was like Boba Talks, I think was the channel that had it on there. I'm like, do not put spoilers in the thumbnail if you're getting something out like the day a movie releases or the day something comes out. At least at the bare minimum, use a blur tool, right? Like, I was so mad when what was it? Masters of the Universe, and everybody was like, Orko died, and put it right in their thumbnail weeks before it came out. And I know that was Kevin Smith's fault, but they backtracked that a little bit. I'm like, you're putting that shit in your thumbnail? Really? How fucking old are you? Like, have a little respect for the people around you. Watch comic. Oh, that's a good idea. I did see he had a video up. I just haven't watched it. Watch Comic Tropes in his video of the differences between the Eternals comic and the movies. Had spoilers though, but honestly, he broke it down pretty good. He usually does, right? He does a good job. I like his channel a lot. I said Mr. Bones. That was his original name, Director Bones now. Happy birthday. Thank you. TZ. Canadian. Thank you. Is Canada a real place? Is it real? I unsub from them too, Leo. Like, it drives me absolutely insane. Just because speaking of spoilers, I have to go back to your good surprise. Okay, thank you so much, Christopher. I'll check my email later. I'm really bad about it. Really, really bad about it. But what was I saying? I gotta go. Okay, thank you for stopping Jedi Knight very much. I appreciate it. Canada sounds made up. Like, I don't know that it's real. Yeah. I'm skeptical. Canada is now how natives called what? Sorry about the fake news. Oh, that's okay. I'm over it, but I just still think it's pretty shady. But even so, like, hold on. All right. Canada. Gonna look up the comic trope channels. Yeah, he's amazing. You've never seen comic tropes? Canada is real, kind of. So it goes to say that, you know, if you die in Canada, you die in real life too. um yeah, comic trope is absolutely amazing. He does, like, his videos, he does such deep dives on everything, and I love learning about, like, the history of stuff and how things were made and the people behind them, and that is perfect. That's, like, the perfect channel to do that. Even though he screams and stuff a lot, Linkara does a good job too. Happy birthday, your vocal angelic vixen. Love you, Luxa. Thank you so much. So exactly, it only exists in our minds. Yep. There's a wardrobe that leads to Canada. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's so fucking weird about that. Okay. But here, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of a video. That's the reason I brought up. Hopefully it doesn't, like, doesn't actually, like, glitch out my voice, but it'll be in the video for a second. So watch this. I want to talk about this.
From director and co-writer Chloe Zhao has opened in theaters. Critics have weighed in on it, and it has been very divisive, actually drawing the lowest rated Rotten Tomatoes score of any MCU film in history thus far. First of all, Elizabeth, it is not a bad movie in the slightest. I think it's one of Marvel's best efforts thus far. Has great action. It focuses a lot on story. It's diverse, has great characters, all that. I think this speaks to a larger problem that is in the industry. Anytime a woman takes on the action genre, which has been typically made for men to helm, people come harder on that filmmaker when she takes it on. I think it's the issue that needs to be addressed, because it does not draw that criticism that it's been receiving.
I agree with you 100%. Right when you started talking about this, I said, imagine that. The film that is directed by a woman has the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not warranted.
Like, what? Like, okay, I understand that, like, real sexism probably does exist in Hollywood. Hollywood is a lot of it, the people are just absolutely awful. But they're blaming the video on, or the movie not doing well with the critics and not doing well, on her being a woman. Failing to mention that one of, I don't know if it was the first superhero, so I'm not gonna say that, but, like, one of DC's first superhero, we'll go that major motion picture was directed by a woman, starring a woman. Thank you, Proper Lives, um, saying all criticisms are invalid because woman. Excuse me, what? Like, I understand, but do they not realize that, most people, a lot of normies don't even realize who the director is. A lot of normies have no idea. They're going in there and they're like, I see Marvel, I'm gonna watch this, right? What does that have to do, um, with her being a woman? Patty Jenkins, another one. I know it's not a superhero film, but remember Monster? That was Patty Jenkins. That was Uma Thurman, right? Looked like a literal monster. The movie was amazing. Another woman director. So don't tell me that it's because of sexism. You know, that's honestly, like, in my opinion, that is degrading. Don't use that as a scapegoat. Don't. Chloe Zhao is, isn't she a 2-time Emmy Award winning? Like, didn't she, I think it's Old Man's Country or something like that. I don't know it because I haven't seen it. Again, not a huge movie person, not the person to talk about it, but I know she's won awards, and, I know she's, not because she's a woman. Don't use that excuse ever. That is completely degrading to women. It is. It is. I'm sorry. It's rude. I know real sexism exists. I know real racism exists. This ain't it, chief. This ain't it. Well, remember, these are the same people who say Captain Marvel was the first female superhero. Um, yeah, no, she wasn't. Um, she was, well, no, she wasn't even saying that about, the MCU. You forget about Black Widow, like, it's these people don't care what they say as long as it works for their narrative, no matter who else they degrade. Women have been leading ladies in action films for a long time as far as helming directors care. Outside the biggest names in Hollywood, no one knows director's name. Exactly, Spinner. That's exactly right. And not only that, but there's been strong women in um in movies all along. Like all along. Red Sonja and Elektra. Elektra was oh yeah, Red Sonja's Dynamite. Was there a movie? Monster was so fucking good. Elektra, I don't mind that movie. I didn't. Should I drop a comment on Bleeding Cool and say you did not sign it? Just wait. You can tomorrow. I don't care. But I'm gonna do a video about it first. I'll drop it before my stream. Red Sonja and Elektra aren't great though. I didn't mind Elektra. I didn't hate it. I can't say I loved it either. But even so, it was good for what it is. Same with like Green Lantern, right? Elektra was not a good movie though. Yeah, I haven't seen it in years. From what I remember, it was okay. But like, if I want to see Selma Hayek, right from Dust Till ugh, fucking great movie. I was about to go off. No, I don't. Is that sending hate? Like, can I get in trouble for that? No, I want to bring people's attention to it because it feels, I don't know, fucked up. Electro is better than Green Lantern. Poor Ryan Reynolds. He'll never live that down. He'll just never live that down. And he's such a great Deadpool, but he'll never be able to live having that. Punisher Warzone was directed by a woman. Good example, Omega. Like, that criticism is so overplayed and it's invalid. And then it invalidates any kind of any kind of criticism, and then it invalidates the talent behind it. Yep. Nope. Never use that. Use it on merit. Now, if you're talking about people not wanting to see a movie because didn't they have that like Malcolm X movie? Did they ever come out and say that people didn't want to see it because they were racist? Like, I never heard that. Why are you saying it about this? I don't know. It feels crappy. It feels like the wrong thing to say at the wrong time. Speaking of wrong things to say at the wrong time, did you guys hear about Chris Pratt getting canceled again? Okay, that's the wrong term. Chris Pratt will never be canceled. Like, it's the typical boy who cried wolf problem. Exactly. So the more times you say it, the less time people believe you, and it just ends up being whining. It just ends up being bullshit, and it ends up being demeaning to the actual director, who's an Emmy award winning director. But Chris Pratt is not canceled. I can't use that word. I don't know what other word to use. He's obviously not canceled. He's a millionaire. He's getting role after role after role. Let me get this up. Sorry, Raymond. Holy crap. Super mega ultra badass epic tier 1 happy birthday to you, Tristan. Here's your present. Oh my god. Holy crap. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh my god, thank you. Raymond's awesome. Thank you. I got kind of speechless. I'm trying here. Okay. Chris Pratt. He I don't know what he's ever done to people because they hate him. They hate him because they hate him. Yeah. I don't know what he's ever done. I always find him kind of funny and endearing, right? I thought it was weird that he was gonna be Mario. Like, just weird to me because I can't picture it, not because he couldn't do the work. But he's getting canceled again, or you know what I mean. He's not getting canceled. He's getting shit again. He's getting flack again. from people for saying thank you to his wife because they and saying thank you for everything she's done for him and having a healthy baby boy together, right? Uh, Chris went to church. That trigger. That's weird to me. Like that's weird that bugs you. Why does it bug you if someone is a Christian? Shouldn't it bug you if they're a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, anything? If you want to talk about being truly open to ideas and not closed-minded, shouldn't that be part of it also? It feels so one-sided. This is why people hate me all around because like I just think if you're going to be accepted, if you're going to be accepting rather, then you have to be accepting of religion also. You have to be accepting of people's free will to do and do what they want. Even if they want to be the worst kind of people, just don't associate with them. As long as they're not being violent, they're not hurting you. That's their right. And it sucks. I think it's shitty when people, you know, have a problem with gay marriage. I think that's super shitty. But that's their right, and I can't I'm not gonna sit there and try to convince them for years why they're wrong or why I think they're wrong. It's because of the beliefs and views. He's offended by his spirits. They can't stand it. And all he said was he thankful for a healthy baby boy. And then they were triggered because his child, um, with Anna Faris, from my understanding, is developmentally delayed. I could be wrong on that. Um, I correct me if I'm wrong. I don't wanna say something that's not true, but, like, that's my understanding. So the word healthy triggered people. The word healthy triggered people. Think about that. They are mad that his son is healthy. Shouldn't everybody be happy? You're an extremist in a way. I don't mean to, because everything has limit, including free speech. But I don't. How do I say this? What you know? If you limit free speech, okay. Let me put it this way. So if you limit, even let's use the worst kind of people, somebody from the Klan or something. Okay, if you limit their speech, then they are in hiding. Wouldn't you rather have them be out in the light and know who they are? Even when it comes to like, um, let me think. Even when it comes to like those weird, gross, minor attracted people, wouldn't you rather have them out in the light so you know who they are? Especially if you're a parent or why are my kids fighting? Being little bitches. I'm sorry. Um, same is happening to Letitia, right? Right, because she is against mandates, from my understanding. Do you hear them? Oh my god. Hold on a second. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Okay, let me get the super chat and I'll tell you what happened. Kenneth Dowling, holy shit, I feel honored. I always see you in West. I'm so glad to see you here. Um, Happy birthday, Tristan. Again, I hope you enjoyed your special day and missed your voice, opinions, and takes on comic aficionados. Hope to see you back on there. I agree with you on the full acceptance of everything. Thank you so much, Kenneth. I really, really appreciate it. I'm glad to see you on my channel. I had no idea. That's awesome. Thank you. BJ Kit, awesome channel. You guys need to check it out. Happy birthday. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much, BJ. Yeah, definitely worth checking him out. He does a great job. I think Bane's oh god. I think Bane's getting to the age where he's like needs his balls chopped. Like he's trying to hump his brother and yeah. It's getting weird around here. So so Bane's gonna go chill out for a little bit. Oh yeah, I gotta get him fixed. What was I talking about? I don't remember. I invited oh, thank you, Leo. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Um I hadn't yeah, I see him over there all the time. Yeah, Wes's stream today was pretty good. It's fall. They should get horny right now. That's exactly right. A bunch of oh, okay, I remember. So, like if you limit free speech, and I understand there is a limit to you can't incite violence. Absolutely. You can't do that. Right? You can't even sometimes like I don't know where the limit lies with misinformation and stuff like that, but talking about like personal perspective, if you have, pedos, mounts, whatever the fuck they're called, pedos, or is it wouldn't you want them in the light? Wouldn't you want to know who they are? Wouldn't you want to know who these people are? Because then you can fucking avoid them like the plague? Like, I just don't get why you would wanna limit thank you so much, Robert. Why you would want to limit someone's speech unless I don't know. I don't know. It feels wrong to limit someone's speech unless they're inciting violence, unless they're doing something they clearly shouldn't. And I'm not saying that freedom of speech has freedom of consequence. Not saying that. You know what you're getting into when you say something. But it's a very tricky situation. Chris Pratt's first kid was born premature with other health complications. Healthy now. Okay. Thank you. Oh, and happy birthday. Thank you, Mr. Derpish. Derpish. Um, so that healthy word triggered them to the point where they went again through his Twitter feed to find out if he had any like I don't know, like old problematic tweets. And they found the law does limit, for example, what is that? I'm gonna have to look up that word. I don't know what that is. Let me put it on. Um, like found one where he was joking around about being a corrupt cop. He was joking. The guy is by trade a comedian. NEGHD. What? IONISM. Okay, we're gonna look this up. It's also called denialism. It's falsification or disorientation. A broader term extends newly. Okay, so basically, like reinterpretation of history, right? Rewriting history. What if something new is found out in your country? What happens then? That's what if new information comes to light and the is falsification or distortion of historical record? Like, yeah, I get that you can't falsify records. I get that, but what if like there's a situation where they find new historical documents? Will I play God of War Ragnarok? Unlikely. The only reason I say that is because a lot of people don't seem to like the gaming streams. Denial it is illegal. Okay. I guess I don't understand. I get like you can't falsify old, constitutional records or, I know it's different in your country, but I don't know. I don't know about the cats, but with dogs, even same sex pets or siblings will hump each other to show dominance. Okay. Well, thank you for that a little FYI. I have 2 girl dogs. Yeah, well, Bane's definitely the tougher cat, so one of my messages didn't make it. That's weird. I know that whole the UK and Australia have become Australia is something else right now. They're actually arresting people for trolling on social media. Is it actually happening, or was it something that was said? Like, something that they were, um, possibly going to do? I didn't know that they were talking about it, but I don't know if it actually happened. You could be right, I'm not sure. Um, yeah, that's really messed up. Come on now. I don't think that should ever like, people troll all the time, come on, what are you thinking? Like, what level of trolling? Like, I've been dogpiled before, it fucking sucks. I lost, like, 60 subs for the pin of shame. Yeah, it fucking sucks, but it doesn't mean it's not within people's rights. That's what I don't understand. Um, Gotta say, I love more James Gunn taking his tweets, more times than not, are encouraging, giving great information, or call out people who deserve it. Wait, what? Who did he call out? Um, I he got canceled not that long ago either, like, for old, like, ridiculous tweets. Um, in UK, they have a unit of police that deals with mean tweets. They do not have time for robberies, though. What the actual fuck? What? I don't this is fucking reality. A woman in London was saying that she disappeared with the vaccination online and she was visited by what's wrong with people? Legitimately. Like, I talk about different things that are bad in America or whatever. But God, I am not mad being here. That just sounds like ridiculous. That's what it sounds like. It's ridiculous. He called out Jared Leto once for trying to hit on an underage fan, and that what? Oh my. Okay, well that's a little different. He called out those involved with the Rush shooting and called them out for their negligence, but did not get into the gun restrictions cap. I did see um a Dwayne Johnson. I was gonna call him the Rock. Um, hold on. Um, did that work? Hopefully. Um, I did see that Dwayne the Rock Johnson or whatever. He is no longer going to be working. Comic Book Yeti is on the union support list too. Ooh, I'd be curious if they I have to go through those names. I'd be curious. That is very weird. Dwayne the Rock Johnson, whatever, he is basically saying no more guns on set. A guy in Sydney was saying that he didn't believe a woman's rape story, and he was, oh boy, um, that's reaching whole new levels of fascism. That's reaching whole new levels of. There's no other word to put it out there. Reality is stranger than fiction. The odd world. And you know what's funny is I avoid basically anything political since the last election, like anything. Like I used to watch a lot of like different types of channels that would cover political topics or anything relative. I just don't anymore because I don't because this is what happens. The world is falls into chaos when you put one bug into it. Literally a bug. My fingers were itching the time out that I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to put up with it. Don't say gross, weird things to me in the chat. Just don't. And I'm gonna time you out. Not trying to be mean, but I don't ever want to be mean. But if it makes me uncomfortable, I'm going to time you out. That's that simple. So I don't know. I'm so glad. Like Australia, I also heard that they were like locked in their house and they were only allowed out for certain times. They didn't want them talking to each other. Like, don't they realize how is there not like mass rioting over there? I don't understand it. I really don't. It seems like at some point you've gotta realize that this isn't okay. And that's speaking of the next subject I wanted to talk about. Um, so on I don't know the and I can't let me bring it up on my phone. Bleeding Cool, I seen it. It was the a Texas guy, I don't know his name, I will here in a second. Asked for like almost 1,000 books to be removed from libraries. Books like V for Vendetta. I knew Australia was fucked when they banned anime. What? Oh my god. See why I don't pay attention to any sort of politics? Um, but V for Vendetta is on the list of books that they want out of, like, they don't want, you know, I'm assuming high school age. It's an education agency. He wants all school districts. His name's Matt Krause. Um, Books like V for Vendetta, books like Tomboy, Laura Dean keeps breaking up with me by Mariko Tamaki, and Why the Last Man. Like, there's a bunch of them. There's like 800 of them that he doesn't want. And then The Handmaid's Tale. He's trying to get them all banned from libraries. Like, do you want to get close to Australia? Because that's where you start. What is wrong with a high school age person reading Why the Last Man or V for Vendetta? Are you scared of revolutionary ideas? Like, this is the problem. Like, nobody wants any sort of diversity of thought. Any sort of diversity of thought. And wait. Oh yeah, nice bait and switch, because in addition to V for Vendetta, there are also books that talk about white privilege. Sure. Of course there is. And there are also Black Lives Matter stuff. And there's a bunch of different books here. But I'm talking about the ridiculous. Why should you not let your child learn about different race and policing in America? As long as they are rooted in fact. What's the issue? It's not like your child would not, if you didn't have enough, if you were able to sort of coach them and tell them, facts of the situation, should be able to understand. Any sort of banning of books, I have an issue with, unless it's like, obviously, like porn or something, right? Middle school is a drag. You better work. Yep. That's ridiculous. And that's the problem I have with a lot of the conservatives. They don't want diversity of thought either. Ever. Do you usually do live streams? I'd like to. Yeah, Kenneth. I always stream on Sunday and Tuesday, and sometimes another day during the week. But I always stream on Sunday at 6 and Tuesday at 11. Tuesday at 11, we usually talk about new comics and stuff like that. And then Sunday is usually a guest and all that fun stuff. And also change the titles of some books. Which, why would V or Y be removed? What justifies that? There is no justification. Why is a story apocalyptic tale that is clearly not real about, like, I actually could more understand the left wanting it banned, but it's a far right guy, right? It doesn't make sense. Superfan Adam Shaman, thank you so much. I don't think that V should be removed. It's a bad list. While racist shit is burning in yeah, and I'm not saying all of these books are perfect, but the fact that you're trying to get books that make no sense removed. The New Jim Crow, Mass Incarceration of the Ages of Color Blindness. I don't necessarily know what it's about, but if you're talking about the mass incarceration and the police system being an issue, then what's the issue? Why is Handmaid's Tale, a story that is not real, being banned? Revolutionary ideas about the patriarchy? I've never seen Handmaid's Tale or read it, by the way. I'm just saying, like, any sort of book banning is fucking ridiculous. Government should not waste taxpayers' money on absolute shit like me and white supremacy, combat racism, change the world, and become a good ancestor. Wait, so I'm not saying taxpayers, but I don't know anything about that book to even judge it. Obviously, I don't. It sounds a little ridiculous, but there's nothing wrong with combating racism, changing the world, or becoming a good ancestor. I don't know what it's about. I can't actually like say that for sure that it's a good book, but a lot of these Handmaid's Tale is not an original. Okay. Um, the burning books today are burning bodies tomorrow. Yeah, book banning is ridiculous. A lot, 80%, 75%. A kid's book about racism memory, teaching about the history. Okay. Avoiding bullies. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why are we at this point? About 28-day long repentance on being white. Okay, that's silly. That's really stupid. But there's nothing wrong with avoiding bullies. Like, I can't take it. I've never even heard of half of these books, but the fact that you put why V for Vendetta and Handmaid's Tale on it tells me that this list is shit. Thank you, Tava, very much. If that's what you're going with and telling me that those are bad as these, just as bad as these, then I don't believe it. I'm sorry, I don't. You're saying these almost damn near 1,000 books need to be taken out of kids' library? You will literally want no diversity of thought. I'm sorry. That's not okay. That is not okay. Moonstruck, A New Craft. Like, a lot of these are so innocent. About pets. I don't get it. It is a terrible list. Like, I don't even think maybe out of 1,000, and I'd have to go through to be sure, but maybe what's the deal? Like, and the problem is the other ones, the parents could always buy them for them, right? Like the ones that are probably a little bit racist. The parents could always buy it from them if they wanted them to read it. But Why the Last Man? Come the fuck on. Next, it's gonna be Batman, and then it's gonna be history books. Like, I just don't like the way that sounds. There should never, like with this printed media, that should never be gone, right? The only thing that people cannot take from you, the only thing people cannot, thank you, Hooded Justice. The only thing people cannot take for you is what you've learned, your education. Everything else in your life can be taken from you, whether it's your money or your house. All of it can go away in the snap of a finger, but you'll never ever lose your education. And what you're doing is basically dwindling that education down to nothing. And I don't care what side you're on. It's wrong in every sense of the word. Fastest hand in the chat. Thank you. What do you want their only option to be fight bullies? Yeah. They're it says how to deal with bullies. So we don't even know what it says. It's the fact that it's a beginning, right? And we're back to the religious right canceling stuff. Like the religious right basically invented cancel culture, right? In the 90s. Remember with Mortal Kombat, and then even going back before that with Frederick Wortham and the comic book stuff. Um and now the left has learned to weaponize it very well. Um and now we're seeing this kind of stuff going to extreme. Going to extreme to help your case. What helps your case is to actually be able to educate people, give them a rounded education. And I mean every single side. Wordham was right. You need to kick Leo. Kick him out. No, I'm just kidding. Please don't. I went out of curiosity, went to Cornell University just to try a free film Dufa class. I don't know what that is. And on the campus, they were forcing white students to say, "Oh my. Are you? Oh my. What the fuck?" Sorry, I was taking a drink, but what the? All right. Um, yeah, I don't understand it. I don't understand the younger generation. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Can you paste the name of the? Okay, I try to look. That's segregation. That's literally segregation. Literally, aren't we supposed to learn from history? Like, come the fuck on! People are ridiculous. Oh my god, that made me so mad when I seen that. I'm like, you don't want your kids educated. You want them to be stupid. The only thing that can't be taken away is your education, and you want to take that away. I know I'm a millennial, but okay, so what is it, Gen Z or Gen X or whatever that's below me? I don't understand them. I just don't understand them. Um, Here, I'm not gonna be able to. Here, I think I can put it in the chat. I don't think you can, Simon. Usually it doesn't allow. I don't know if it does or not, but I will real quick. There we go. If this doesn't work, mind it. Is a Chinese meditation. Okay. Wow, that's terrible. That's fucking terrible. That makes me sad to hear that. People, no matter what, shouldn't be treated like that. That's awful. So I'm gonna wrap up, guys. Thank you so much. I know it wasn't a very entertaining stream, but I just wanted to kind of be able to interact with the community while, celebrating my birthday. My old, okay, yeah, not gonna go there, but yeah, I really appreciate you guys stopping by. I will be live tomorrow. I am gonna make a video about the image stuff beforehand. Go back. The Pig song of Sparkle Muffin, and I'm sure we're gonna go for 2 hours, so we'll be talking about a bunch of stuff. It won't just be that, but it should be fun. Bianca is gonna be on, and so is her creator, and I don't know the name. I'm sorry, but that should be fun. But I'll have a video out before then. And thank you guys for dealing with me. Just ranting. Thank you, Kenneth, again. I'm glad to see you. Audio's going bad last minute. Are you kidding me? All right. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.